Let's get to
apps
the
for
markets,
you.
David. Yeah. Good news. We are above 40K in
Mm-hmm.
Bitcoin land. What's the price this week?
Yeah, started the week at 38,800, up 12% on the week. I think we're at like
Wow.
2-3 weeks in a row of double-digit moves in Bitcoin world.
Yep.
Currently coming in at $43,600. And Ryan, mainstream is starting to pick up on the Bitcoin rally. Bloomberg had this article talking about the Bitcoin hype mania that goes into overdrive as it passes $42,000. Here's a quote: Bitcoin topping $42,000 is just the start of a fresh crypto super cycle.
What?
We just saw the word super cycle in Bloomberg. A start of a fresh crypto super cycle that will push the world's biggest token above $500,000 in what adherents say is a new monetary order taking Wall Street by storm. So really bullish words coming out of Bloomberg. Yeah.
Just so you guys know, at Bloomberg, super cycle actually meant that, a cycle that never dies. No bear market. That was an old 3 Hours Capital Suzu thing. But thanks for including that. Yeah, it does sound great. How about this one, David? This is Bitcoin is up 130% on the year. It's actually just an average year for Bitcoin if you look at like full historical context. Now, this is not necessarily a predictor moving forward, of course. I think things can't always be in overdrive, exponential growth territory. But what are we looking at here?
Yeah, we're looking at just the yearly returns of Bitcoin from inception. We have 3 insanely positive years that we are never going to get back. So don't put your expectations there. 2013, Bitcoin went up 5,200%. 2011, 1,400%. 2017, 1,300%. And then the 3 worst years, 2014, negative 56%. 2022, negative 64%. 2018, negative 73%. We are smack in the middle at a reasonable, healthy 128% year over year. Ryan, I remember about a year ago when we were talking about if the 4-year cycle meme played out again, we were going to look back on the year that was 2023, and it was going to be a year of perceived pain, perceived bearishness. And then when we look back on it, it's going to be up only. And that is exactly what happened. 2023, we were up 138%, and it really didn't feel bullish until Q4. But really, it's been up the entire year.
David, I got to say, my friend, we are right on schedule, are we not?
We are right on schedule.
It feels like the bear market was short, but also the bull market is right on schedule in these 4-year cycles. David, let's talk about another schedule, which is when are we going to get the Bitcoin spot ETF? You promised some dates. Give us the dates.
Yeah, so this is James Safert, who now says the window is officially January 5th through January 10th. I already knew this because this is when I go find my Horcrux. And he says, really, this means that any potential approval orders are going to come either Monday or Tuesday, because, the prior 2 days are the weekend. Monday, January 8th, or Tuesday, January 9th, or perhaps Wednesday, January 10th. Mark your calendars, people.
Okay, so you're going to be in the
shout out Fitzroy Mountain in Patagonia, where the Bitcoin ETF Horcrux will be destroyed. That is why I'm doing this.
Wait, so I'm going to have to do a show that day on my own, and I'm just going to be like,
schedule a show without me because I will be on a mountain.
All right, man. Well, I'm happy to do that. You just fight your fight, okay? Yep. You get this done for us, David.
I'm doing my part.
Well, that's great to have some dates for when you're going to destroy that Horcrux and when we get. Can you do the Ether one after that, please?
Oh, so that's in July.
Okay. All right.
July.
What mountain is that, David?
In Switzerland.
Perfect. Okay, let's talk about Ether price on the week. Thank you to these wonderful charts from Kraken Pro that are showing us.
They look even more beautiful the more green and up they are.
I like the green lines, especially the ones that are very long and tall. And we got we got some long, tall ones this week. What are we at on ETH price?
ETH price starting the week at $2,100, up 11% to $2,330. Coming in with a last-minute green candle right before we started recording this Thursday morning. And also some burn metrics, if you will entertain me, Ryan. We got some burn metrics to talk about.
I'm happy to entertain the burn metrics.
A weekly burn of negative 0.77% with a monthly burn of 0.47%. So we are accelerating in our deflation of the ETH supply. If the US dollar inflated by 3% month over month over the last year, the ETH deflated by 0.47% year over year, with accelerating burn because of the gas prices. Activity, layer 1 activity is up bigly. We are also, Ryan, approaching new ETH lows in ETH supply after 2 months of inflation. We had an inflationary period of September to October in which on-chain activity was just basically dead. But it's coming back.
One day that deflation is going to make its way in the price of Ether.
One day.
It's, it feels almost criminal to see some of these other assets flying so high, and Ether's just lagging behind, my friend. So ultrasound money is not helping it out right now from a price perspective. But I guess we should be grateful. Does that mean the ratio is flat on the week?
Ratio is pretty flat. Yeah, it's pretty flat. Yep. 0.054. It's flat and low. It's at a long-term like floor threshold of the ETH ratio to Bitcoin.
Okay, let's get the juices flowing. Tell me about some tokens that we're really moving this week. The first is this doesn't do anything for my juices. This is Bonk, but you wanted to include it. What in the world is Bonk, and why did it just go up 170% last week and 1,200% on the month, hitting a $1 billion valuation? I'm sure this is like a new revolutionary layer one, right? Something very cool.
Not at all. It is basically the socially enshrined meme coin of Solana. The story of Bonk, it's kind of like a doggy coin. It's basically a doggy coin, the dog coin of the people of Solana. Okay. The Bonk, how they became the socially enshrined like meme coin of Solana is like whoever minted this thing kind of just did the distribution play. So they just like gave Bonk out across the ecosystem, and then everyone was like, "Oh, we all own Bonk." I now love this thing, and now that like Sol price is up bigly, Solana is getting like this wealth effect from airdrops. We all know that meme coins are just like an inherent feature of life in the crypto world. Yep. Bonk has just rocketed over the last month, 1,200% in a month, hitting a $1 billion valuation.
Well, it's definitely a bull market if we've got the dog coins back, David. This is another one, Beam. Tell me about Beam.
Yeah, Beam is in the GameFi sector. I recently did an interview with one of their founders, Marco. The Beam is also a product. It's a crypto gaming tech stack that is a product out of Merit Circle, which is a DAO. A little bit like YGG, Ryan, if you remember that, but that was specifically a gamers guild. This is more of a DAO in the traditional sense. Is like they have investments, they build products, they just do a little bit of everything. Beam, which is their gaming tech stack, up almost 300% since last October.
Wow.
It started on an Avalanche subnet, on the gaming focused Avalanche subnet. Their price appreciation was triggered by the strategic partnership with Pantera Capital, which is when some of the price started moving pretty bigly. And Pantera has just announced that they have a lot of Beam tokens. And then the most recent news is that they're actually migrating from Avalanche to Immutable. They're saying they're keeping all of their pre-existing infrastructure on Avalanche. They're just now also deploying on Immutable to keep it politically balanced. But yeah, so the whole idea is that Immutable teamed up with Polygon because Immutable was going after gaming, Polygon was going after gaming, and they're like, well, let's just bring these forces together. Immutable, and so Polygon is now the underlying tech stack. Immutable is more of like the gaming infra. Merit Circle and Beam are now also gaming, gaming infra, but kind of at a higher level than Immutable. And so all of these three things are just coming together to be more or less what is crypto gaming is now, I would say, the Immutable ecosystem.
GameFi is back on the menu. It sounds like a little narrative brewing with the Immutable. And, Vance and Michael from Framework, I think we put that episode out this week. They got me bullish on a little bit of GameFi. I think we're making a comeback here. David, tell me about the total crypto market cap. What are we at?
$1.68 trillion, which is up over $200 billion since last week.
What?
Yeah. That was a big move. I mean, Bitcoin's just been painting numbers, bro.
Yeah, and when Bitcoin moves, yeah, it adds to the crypto market cap, that's for sure.
To continue leveling up your crypto game, then you need to get on the Bankless newsletter. It's the world's most popular crypto email and is completely free. Just click below to sign up.